Hello, this is Little Gaming and welcome to my channel. This is a bit different from my past song covers on the channel, but a lot of people were really interested in me doing a speed paint so that they could see my process. I recently entered LilyPichu's art contest and I recorded the whole entire process so that you guys could see. So this sketch actually isn't the final sketch. I just wanted to put this in though so that I could show you guys that, it takes time for me to be able to figure out which concept and composition that I like. Here is when I actually start sketching for the final sketch. I usually start out with a really rough sketch in order to get the composition right, and then I move on to a cleaner sketch, and then finally after that I start doing line art. So this is where I actually start doing my line art. If you're interested in how I get such clean line art, it really takes a lot of practice, but using your pen pressure and also making sure that you have your stabilizer set up properly, they help out so much. As well as, it's totally okay if you don't get the line right on the first try. You can see me in the speed paint redo the same line over and over until I'm finally satisfied with it. Another thing is that it's best to do your line in one stroke. Doing multiple will just kind of give off a sketchy feel to it, so it's best to just go all in one. You can see me actually go through and do one stroke, and some of my lines will overlap. I'll just go through and erase what parts don't need to be seen, and voila! Another thing that I would add when doing your line art is your pen pressure. Making other lines smaller and other lines thicker really helps make the piece a lot more interesting. When I start coloring, I usually like to just do flat colors first. Putting down all of the flat colors really helps me see the overall piece before I actually get started on my details. That way I can fix things ahead of time instead of having to fix them at the end. When I start doing my details and coloring, I like to do my skin first. I like to put red around the joints, the cheeks, and the nose. That way it makes the skin look warm and also makes the person feel a bit more alive. So when I started shading this piece, I wanted to try shading with a more purple tone. That way it would match my background and the clouds. Instead of shading with, say, like black, shading with black just kind of makes it look a bit muddy and dirty. Since we were just talking about shading, you can see that I put in a bit more of a reddish tone for shading here, since I felt like it was still a bit too flat before, so adding in the extra red just made it a bit more defined. So I like to finish out my drawings by coloring the line art. For the longest time, I actually just used to do plain black line art until I started experimenting with it, and I like it. It kind of adds a layer of completeness to it. Another thing I like to do is I like to go in and go on a separate layer and add in a few hair strands here and there. Ones that cover the face or are blowing around in the wind. I feel like it helps keeps the hair from looking flat. And that's everything. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please leave a like. That way I know that you guys are interested in it, and maybe I'll do more speed paints in the future. Anyways, thank you so much for watching.